Hoo-ha. From Matt. There you go, and then we'll do Facebook. Facebook. What's on my mind? The live video. Psychics. What did I call this one again? That's done. Hey, aloha everybody. How's it? Yeah, better. It's surprising what resting does. Uilani, how's it? How's it? Share story, 2 groups. Sorry, I went live on this one because we had some stuff going on over here already, so I wanted to get that on while we're doing that. Samsung. There you go. Copy. Do this, and do this. And I posted the wrong one, but whatever. Sandy, how's it? How's it? Hey, Aussie, aloha. We will flip this camera this way. Bruh, this is so... Facebook is so dark. Look at that. Yeah, you can't even see them. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Duh. Oh, why is it so dark? Oh, man. That's funny. It looks better on my YouTube phone, even when I'm looking at it on Facebook. Strange. Hey, West Coast, Alias 1. How's it? This is from, as you could tell, Hawaii. Is that rain? Yeah. Is that freaking... Are you kidding me? I wanted it to rain all day today, bruh. And now it wants to rain, huh?
I was kind of worried about that. I was looking at the weather.
Bruh, it's been looking like it was raining all day with the VOG.
I just see it in the screen.
Yeah. Yeah. I just sit down, just start the video, and it starts raining. You get one umbrella on you?
I do.
Okay. You do me a favor.
Yeah.
Entertain these guys for a minute. I get one umbrella in my car.
Alright. I'll be right back. I looked at it too. I'm like, yeah, sorry, gang. Slight pause over here. Ring delay. Joe's gonna run back up to his car and go grab his umbrella while I hold down the fort here.
Story. Oh boy. I don't know if I have stories. Oh, trying to think of a story. That's funny. As soon as Joe left, the rain stopped.
No, I haven't heard the bells lately, but you know when we first got here, I heard something moaning or somebody, or I heard some moaning in the bushes off to the side of us. I just hear somebody walking around behind us right now. Well, not us, it's just me now, since Joe went up to the car. But no bells lately. I think the brain's kind of scattered lately. Kind of dealing with a lot of things with my son's mom and stuff. It's getting frustrating, but it is what it is. It's all for my son, so we deal with it.
Oh, it's not raining no more.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of laughing. I was telling them, oh, right when Joe left, the rain started to stop. But you know what? Better safe than sorry.
Yep. I got my phones and all that other junk, so I don't want to play with that.
And they asked me to tell a story, and I'm like,
I don't have a story. Not the vowel story, bro. The letter A. I guess it's better than scream.
I was kind of stuck on stupid for a moment. I couldn't think of a story at the moment. I was like,
Hey, you doing? Hard to be camera shy when you can see nobody. That's why I like this stuff. Okay. Yeah, tell us a story, Matt. So, Matt, any hearing of the bells?
no, not lately. No bells lately.
Whew, okay, I'm back. So, yeah, we're going to talk about some stuff and see how the spirits, if they want to partake in the conversation as well. Bro, the vlog was unreal today. I don't think I've seen it like worse than it was today. The vlog was just whew.
Yeah, just stop erupting.
For real.
Yeah, like a day or two ago.
It doesn't even have to be the lava. It's just the fog, the ash. Ugh.
So I think that's kind of why.
Yeah.
Because it stopped. Because it kind of got the sulfur and all that mold stuff coming out.
Yeah.
The lava spout is about 700 feet at one point.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, Jubu and Jello messaged me. They're like, Pele calling you, Pele calling you. Like, fuck. Every time the volcano erupts, those two guys jump on the next plane and go to see it, and then it stops.
It's not meant for them to see. No way.
Yeah, I think they've reached that. That's why they're like, oh, bro, you need to go. I'm like, shoot, give me some money then, bro.
We're feeling taking a shit, Jubu.
Yeah. Claritin, yep, that's me too. So sorry guys, I've been MIA for a while. This whole quitting smoking thing is changing a lot of things. I don't know what it is. It's just energy stuff, and that kind of goes into the metaphysical stuff like talk about today. It's like spoke with a friend last night, or the night before. I don't know. I've been out sick all week because my back is I'm having back problems now, which it should be fine once the swelling goes down, but I can't even drive and sit down. So far so good though. So yeah. It's just, I don't even know what day it is anymore, man. Just staying home all week was a little bit too much for me. Anyway, I'm getting a brain fart. So like, I was talking to Matt about this as well as coming up here to Judd. Whenever I would quit smoking, it's like a lot of things change. Like to me, it feels like the energy changes. My energy changes a lot, which then has cause and effect. It's like a domino effect. One thing changes, everything else starts changing, and it's like my energy gets shifted and chaotic, and then it has to resettle and all of that. So I'm more likely gonna get sick. I'm more likely because like when I'm not smoking, I can be more on edge, but I'm happier, and I have more energy, but I'm more irritable. That kind of stuff, and it's weird. And it tends to attract a lot of things. I can't remember the last time I actually lost my voice. I've been doing this for about a good several years every week on the Facebook Live, and I don't recall taking off a week because I lost my voice. And now there's this whole back problems. Man, I've never had back problems before, but now I can't even like sit in the car, get in or out of the car. It's like I didn't do anything. It's just really, really weird. Okay, interesting. But so yeah, the metaphysical part over here is really fascinating to me. I mean, I used to talk about this a lot with my old friend Jamie, as well as other people that were into this kind of stuff, right? The metaphysical stuff is just, it's fascinating. But like, so my friend Gary messaged me last night that he needed to talk. He had a lot of stuff going on. He had something going on, and he needed to talk to somebody about it. And so, yeah, he did. Gary has an interesting gift. He's 60, and his gift is he has dreams where he sees people who have died, but the catch is he doesn't know who they are. He's never met these people before. Hey Troy, how's it? But in his dream, he sees them die, and then the next day or two or three, he'll come across that person, like on social media or whatnot. This has happened several times now. An example recently was there was this guy who, this TikToker, who Gary told me he hadn't even seen or heard of or anything before. And this TikToker, he had a dream of this boy, and he was like 18 or 19, and this guy he committed suicide in Gary's dream. And he was reaching out to Gary for help, and there was depression. He was going on telling me everything. He knew the friends. He knew, he could tell it was a depression thing, but he couldn't figure out why. It's like he knew this kid, but he didn't know this guy. He never seen him before. Then the next morning, he went on TikTok and saw this guy's video, and then find out that he had committed suicide. And so he's like, what the hell's going on, Joe? This doesn't make any sense to me at all. He's like, what is happening? What is going on? He's like, this is, as I said, this isn't the first time it's happened. He's like, why am I seeing this? Are they reaching out to me for help? And why would they be reaching out to me for help? I have never met this person. They have never met me. They live on the other side of the ocean. And so it got me thinking about it, and it's like, it's kind of cool. I get this thing where if I stop all the distractions from coming in, the answer usually comes to me within a minute or two. And the answer keeps coming and keeps coming and keeps coming, and that the answer actually was meant for me as well. So the answer I got was, it's not reaching out to you specifically, but you're catching it. An example would be when this guy died. He had committed suicide. He's 18 years old. He's a good-looking kid. He has his life ahead of him. He got great friends. He has so much stuff, and it's great, But he still committed suicide, and as he did this, it created some kind of echo, like he screamed for help in his mind, kind of thing, before he actually committed the deed and passed on, right? And because of this, he created that energy here in the universe, if that makes any sense. And it's like taking a baseball and throwing it in outer space. It's just going to keep orbiting around the Earth. It's just going to keep going and going and going until it hits something or something else. This energy that he put out, that might not be his energy now, or even moments after he had passed and transitioned and crossed over, but that was the last thing he put out. And energy, as you know, cannot be destroyed, cannot be made. This is the most basic law of physics. You cannot create or destroy energy, right? You can alter it. But I told Gary, this is like, it was your job to catch it. So this thing stops floating around in outer space, or floating around everywhere. because you have a gift where you can see it for what it is. You can understand the message, you can hear the message, and all of that stuff. Other people are going to have this same energy, manifest as a haunting, manifest as this, manifest as that. You plucked it right out of the air and you took it. And you, because the connection was made, transaction is complete, it doesn't need to fly around anymore. Now that might seem very insignificant to you, but if you have to imagine, if 100 people every day did this, would it be as insignificant anymore, right?
Kind of like radio waves.
Yeah.
Right?
Like radio, it's just going to continue traveling until it's caught, right? But like, yeah.
Yeah, so Gary is kind of like I guess she picked up the reception.
Yeah. But radio waves are a little
Wasn't
different.
directed
Yeah.
towards him, but he had,
The radio waves are a little different because they broadcast non-stop. They keep broadcasting. This is just like a one beam. It goes out and it bounces around until it's caught. So how it occurred to me is that this is exactly like my sister. I felt my sister up on Mauna Kea. I felt her over here at Judd, and oh my God, she is so happy. She is so free. It's, if I think about it too much, I'll start crying because I'm so happy. It's just where she is right now is such an amazing place. She's still her, but she's much bigger, much better, much purer, if that makes sense, cleaner. But when I went into the room after she passed, when my brother called me down because she didn't have a pulse anymore, I could feel that last scream. I could feel her on the corner of her room, right above her, just for a second, maybe. I could feel panic. I could feel fear, terror. I could feel confusion. It was like, almost like it felt to me like claustrophobia, that kind of panic. Like, it's unreasonable, it doesn't make any sense, but you're absolutely panicking and you can't do anything about it. It's that panic is what I felt from her. But that was just her. That was just how she was feeling. When she left her body, and she's like, wait, what? Wait, it's actually happening? Kind of thing, So it's just, I don't know. Can you imagine how much different everything would be if we didn't have people to catch those? If that kind of energy just kept bouncing around and bouncing around and bouncing around? My moderator, my friend Carolyn, shared a story today about her hotel that she works at being haunted. She's had a lot of things happen. If you're in Hawaiian Hauntings group, I tell you, she wrote the story out today. You should read it. It's pretty amazing. From a haunted bathroom to voices to all of this stuff. And she come to find out that somebody had dropped off flowers, and it was actually funeral flowers. And that's where all of that energy came from, was that flower. There was something attached to it. Nobody was there to catch it or put it to rest. And so it just kept manifesting, and it just kept going around and all that. That's the reason why I decided to come down here by the waterfall, because the flowers reminded me of the flowers that we had seen over here a few months ago, yeah? Hold on, let me see some of this stuff here. See some of the comments. Hey, Troy, how's it? Ronin, what's happening? We're just talking here. You're 2 miles away hiking up? Right on, Anthony. We'll see you soon. Intense emotions and vibrations can cause a ripple that some are able to sense and see and feel. Yeah, exactly. But if no one is there, what happens to it? If nobody is there to pick it up, what's going to happen to it? Right? It can't simply cease to exist, right? But this ties as well. This ties into as well. But there's just a lot of energy, right? Judd Trail is always funky. You never know what to expect over here. It's always interesting. You might have some stuff you have stuff that's going on over here. You might have voices, you might have screams, you might have time anomalies, you might have just really strange people that are alive doing strange things, like bringing a mirror down here, bringing wedding flowers down here, digging into the pohaku, the sacred rocks, To do what exactly? I'm not even sure what they were intended on doing, but they still have those pegs going through the pohaku, and I don't even know who did that, so I can't contact them and say, don't do that. You know, I don't know. This place that I'm in is the energy is very, very strange. Maybe, I don't know. In about a month's time, I'm going to be going to Illinois for my oldest son's graduation from college. I'm hoping to be able to go out and do a bunch of, a little bit of paranormal investigating. I'm actually hoping to meet up with my friend in Wisconsin and hopefully find that haunted forest that Doug took me to again, yeah? Hey, Keith, how's it? If you're on Facebook, I can't see any... Oh, now I can see the stuff, yeah? Thanks for the stars, Keith. Keith Torumoto, how's it? Chris, how's it? I'm seeing all the comments popping up all of a sudden now. That's so weird. Corey, how's it, Corey? Phoebe, how's it? Oh my god, all the messages are starting loading on Facebook now. Got the same impression when you were talking about it. It's like a radio broadcast. Person who passed, okay. Person who passed wanted to be heard. It's a common thing, and your friend will help heal his soul by giving him some attention. Yeah. It's... So let me ask you guys a question too. I wanted to get into this a little bit. It goes with the whole multiverse theory, right? Then that kind of stuff was just interesting. I didn't realize that the vibration is like a semaphore that can get reset once received or experienced. I don't know what a semaphore is. I call him height. Sorry, pardon me. Okay, so if I can keep this organized and coherent, that'll be a challenge for me. Let's see that. Yeah, no, I'd rather not see any Filipino vampires here. Thank you. So there's the whole... Okay, so me and Doug would speak about this a lot. There's the whole theory of multiple universes that are parallel to ours. Multiverse, right? Me and Doug would talk about that. He would tell me about how sometimes when we sleep, our soul will jump into another one of these multiverses and experience things. And that's why in some dreams, it's fascinating that I will have a dream where I'm in my house. But I know it's my house in my dream. But when I wake up, I'm like, wait, this looks nothing like my house. It's completely different. It's in a different area. It looks nothing like any house I've ever seen before. But this house in my dream is my house. And this dream, this same house happens several times. So it's like if my spirit goes into a body of me in an alternate universe that lives in a different house. That's kind of what I'm getting at here. That's kind of how it would work. Anybody else? I've talked to other people that have that same thing, yeah? That have that same kind of experience where they have dreams where the mountains are the same, although they're different, or the houses are the same, but it's different, or some things are the same but different, but in every dream, or in a bunch of dreams, it's always the same. I don't know, it's weird. So the whole multiverse thing, I was talking to Doug. I brought this up before, but to let you guys know how it kind of works, Doug's wife had passed away, Stacy, and we were talking about trying to bring her back because her spirit is still here. We were discussing trying to bring her body from another multiverse into this multiverse. What's going on here? Wow, we got spam tonight. Speaking of which, I have spam at home for dinner. Teriyaki spam. Oh, 11. I get 11 people watching and I get 11 likes on Facebook, on YouTube. Phoebe, what happens if you kiss someone in your dream while you are working with someone? I have no idea. You kiss someone in your dream while you're working with someone? Somebody? What do you mean? You're working with somebody in your dream and you kiss them? I have no idea. Maybe, yeah, maybe they'll know. So, I know Keith will like this stuff, right? Keith will be able to correct me on anything I have to, because I am by no means, sorry, I'll keep playing on my flashlight over here. Stop it. I'm by no means an expert in this kind of stuff. I think of what I think and all of that. I think I don't read. I read a little bit and then I think about the rest. I would do a lot better if I were to read. The multiverse would be like the Akashic Records, which is called many other things as well, right? The Akashic Records is a place that you can go to. So the multiverse would be, right now, I'm here in this universe, sitting down, staring at two phones. What if, for some reason, I grab my YouTube phone and throw it into the river? That would start a whole nother universe. That universe is already in existence. Every choice that you make, anything that you do differently, is also a whole different multiverse. That's the whole theory. If one thing changes, the outcome could change a lot. You know, and so that would be a different multiverse if I grabbed my phone and threw it. Right? That kind of stuff. Or if I decided to just fall asleep right here, or just cut the live and drive. So the Akashic Records would be people that can tap into that, would be more of like the what ifs. What if I applied for this job and got it? What would my future look like? What paths would that open up to? With the Akashic Records, you have to be very specific about it, from what I can understand. And so there's just, yeah, there's an infinite number of universes out there as well. Hold on, I've had dreams. See, this is why it's hard to keep coherent, because my brain naturally wants to go 3 steps ahead, while my voice is trying to actually explain what the hell I'm trying to think. It's just, ugh. I've had dreams of being in places that I never visited, and later I go there and it hits me that I remember being there before in a dream. So strange. In the dream I am familiar with the place. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Troy. It's fascinating. It's like, some people believe dreams are just random creations, random thoughts that your brain generates, randomly, random generated stuff. But what if it's not, yeah? Impending fertilizer. What a name. Nice name, brother. Or sister. Spirits in limbo visit me in my dreams and want me to stay with them. Yeah, I'm sure they do, but like, the choice is yours, huh? If you want to, stay over here. You get free will, yeah? So, that's what the Akashic Record is. I guess another way I'm trying to compare this to is, this is how I compared it. This is how, when I told my sister this while she was in hospice, because she wanted to know what death was like. And I told her, and I just smiled, and I told her, you have no idea how free you're going to be. And her thought was she didn't want to leave her kids here, and she's going to miss them, and they're going to miss her. And I'm like, Jenny, your kids are going to be fine. You are going to be fine. You are going to be able to do anything you want, okay? Like, imagine this universe that we're living in right now, this reality, right now, what we are doing right now, this is a shoebox, okay? This whole universe, everything that you see and hear and everything that is known is in this shoebox that is now, that is you. Right? That is your entire world. We don't know we're in a shoebox, but when you die, when you pass away, when you leave your 3-dimensional body, you rise up above and you go out of its shoebox and you see the infinite number of shoeboxes that spread to the left, to the right, in the front, in the back, up and down on every axis, every plane, not necessarily just 3D, 4D, 5D, but you see the infinite universes and possibilities, and you can go into any shoebox you want, past, present, future, of a choice that you made or would have made or anything like that. That's kind of how I told it to my sister, and I compared it to her. It's like, you want to revisit the time your kids were born? Boom, here you go. You want to see them graduate? Boom, there you go. You go into that shoebox. You want to watch them get married? Boom, you go into that shoebox and you're there watching them, you know. And there's an infinite number of these realities where they graduate, where they get married, where all of this kind of stuff. And so it's just, yeah. Keith says the Akashic Records contains everything that has ever occurred, and since time is an illusion, it contains both the past and the future. Yeah. And so it's like our minds can't really comprehend this stuff, right? There's absolutely, yeah, Uilani, there's no limitations. There's absolutely no limitations. And as a three-dimensional being, that gives me a headache because things have to be limited to three-dimensional at least. The Mandela effect is worth looking at. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen videos of that. I don't know if I want to jump down that rabbit hole, but I might. If you say it's worth it, then I'll definitely check it out. But you know, when I did the ghost tours, I would notice that there would be a ghost. At Judd Trail, right here, actually, is where we would come night and night again. You heard that too? Huh? Well, I heard a person down there on my right.
Yeah.
And then he turned your light on and looked.
When I was looking up here, and then I turned this way,
Yeah.
that I thought I saw something that was standing by the tree and got this way.
Yeah.
So that's when I turned on my light the first time. So I'm just kind of watching the area.
Yeah.
I see movement, so I keep turning on the light. And
Yeah. Me, I'm looking at the phone. I don't like to see movement. So yeah, my brain just blew up.
yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to distract you.
No. All good. No, we already said that. Yeah. Just talked to a friend about that last night of these things. Hold on, I'll get to you in a minute, Troy. So, like, well, this thing. Sorry, I did hear somebody over there. Then he turned on the light. That's what I was thinking about this. Maybe I don't know if it's because I'm so passionate about what I'm talking about. The energy level is up, and they're like, "What the hell's going on?" I don't know. Oh yeah, so it has happened here at Judd Trail. I would notice time and time again. I would be here with a bunch of people, two vans full of people to tell ghost stories in the early evening, maybe 9 o'clock, 9:30 at night, sometimes maybe 10. We'd all get out of the car, but the nights would change. There will be some nights you get out of the car, and this is just a dark, empty place. There's nothing scary. There's no energy. This place just feels like, and I've even had people on the tour ask me, what, you just take us to random dark places and tell us ghost stories? And then there are nights where nobody will get out of the van because the energy is that intense. And feeling that time and time again, then there would be some nights where I would say, okay, this is about 30% of what it was last night. The energy is about 70% of what it was last night. Okay, it just went up again. You know, oh, okay, it just went down. You know, that kind of stuff. Where I can start to feel the difference in the intensity of the place. But this got to me because it occurred to me that a ghost isn't necessarily hiding behind that rock to poke its head out. It might be, but not necessarily. Some of them don't. A ghost would not necessarily take up a three-dimensional space and in time. They don't have a body. They're energy, right? It's more likely that they would become a mist or a cloud and take up the entire area all around you, right? They can do that too. So when I say there's a ghost here, people are looking around, waiting for something in a white sheet to jump out and go boo. But in reality, the ghost is surrounding us. It's everywhere around the entire area, right? How's it? You took away your message, Troy. Oh, I was gonna read it. Sorry, I had a thought. I didn't want to stop. Jaden, how's it? Ghost stories, yeah. We do ghost stories and paranormal discussions at haunted places and all of that. Plenty Henny. Yes, we're in Hawaii on the island of Oahu. The channel is about ghost stories. Usually we do ghost stories for the ghosts, but tonight I wanted to change it up a little bit, talk about more metaphysical stuff and experiences like that. Because ghosts can attach themselves to objects, and it's like, I wonder how ghosts exist in the multiverse. You know what I mean? I cannot show the ocean because I'm in the mountains right now. And it's dark. Phoebe, in the dream, he kissed me, to be technical about the dream. Okay. Oh, no worry, Troy. Oh, man, but it's just, the possibilities are just, ugh. I don't even know, dude. It's like, maybe what we're witnessing are multiverses being combined. Or time, here at Judge Trail, time things in the past happening now in the present, which wouldn't be surprising considering the events we have here in regards to time anomalies and stuff like that. Seeing trees that had fallen down years ago growing still, just to be rotting a few minutes later, you know. Ghosts in the Multiverse, yeah, that's what they knew. I've never heard of that. Yeah, I'm the kind of, it just, as a ghost, they can do whatever they want, right? Unless they're still bound here to this plane. I don't know. So that leads me to another thing that I've heard of and another theory. Kind of curious as to what you guys would think about this. Hold on. I like to read this comment here. You good? Huh? Okay.
Go up
Yeah.
here.
Just say call of mine. Have you ever played the Lord's Prayer backwards with a little ghost box out? I have a strange experience doing that once. No, I haven't. I have the spirit box. I don't really use it as much. If there's a reason for me to communicate with them, I would love to, but I don't have a good reason to go over to cross over into the other realm and reach over there and to get a reaction. It's like, out of curiosity? Nah, not really. I'm just here hanging out. You know what I mean? Any spirits want to come hang out and put their 2 cents in, they're more than welcome. I don't like to tempt things, and I don't like to, yeah. That blew my mind. You mentioned not smoking. I'm going through the same thing right now. Alias. Whenever I do stop, it's like weird things begin to happen. Yep. But you got to keep going. I mean, I've done this before where it's like, you know what? I don't like the weird stuff happen. I'm going to go back to smoking again. You know? But the only person I'm hurting is myself. Yeah. Change is good. And I figure right now, there's so much change happening right now, bro. Might as well ride the wave. You know what I mean? I can fight it or I can ride it. You know what I mean? So I might as well just ride the wave, enjoy the view, and enjoy the journey. See where it takes me. Do you think psychedelics increase humans' ability to see things in the ethereal plane? Yes. That's why I will never do psychedelics. I don't need to see anything. You know, it's just blah. I know that there's going to be a time when I need to do peyote or one of those things that have a spiritual journey, but right now is not the time. I'd just be doing it out of curiosity and maybe advancement. I don't know. Shut up. I don't want to think about this stuff. I'm just afraid of the The ones that are on the other side that are waiting for me over there, the ones, all the people that I've helped get rid of ghosts, um, all the scary stories that I've told you guys over the years of things that have happened. Yeah, they're still there, and they're waiting for me to be vulnerable again. That's kind of why I don't want to do that. Yeah. You have seen the mist you speak of. Yeah, I have pictures of the mist. We have a lot of cool stuff that's happened here at Judd, where a mist has actually hung over and like listened to us and watched us and all of that stuff. It's just, ooh, it's awesome. It's like two dimensions meshed together sometimes, like two worlds. So yeah, we were talking about this, Wilani. The universes are blah. What is it? They're combining. All the multiverses are combining into one. If that makes any sense to you. Oh, there's my soda. It's like timelines. There you go. The timelines are combining, converging, all of that stuff. So, yeah, there's that too. I wanted to mention that as well. The timelines are converging and blah, blah, blah. So, if you look at it like this, right? So, I believe in mass consciousness. Mass consciousness can do amazing things. There have been studies done about it. Like, a baseball team, an MLB team, the power of mass prayer, where thousands of people in this ministry prayed for their baseball team to win this game. And they did more. They prayed for specifics, and thousands of people prayed for this outcome, and the outcome happened. Thousands of people prayed for this. It's the power, it's a shifting of mass consciousness, right? So what now happens when you have an infinite number of universes that are full of misery and despair, greed, anger, indifference, all of this stuff. Think about the things that you experience just driving to work. The cars that just really don't give a crap about you, right? Everybody is in their own little world now, right? Now that is enough to affect people. Just here on the island, it affects people. That energy, man, you either hide from it or you embrace it. You know, now imagine that infinitely happening across the multiverses and the kind of energy that will create. And so it's been my understanding that how they're doing it now is they are collapsing universes, and they're combining all of these multiverses together in the hopes of shutting it down, in the hopes of less mass consciousness kind of thing. It's like World of Warcraft. Okay, great way to compare it. I love video games. World of Warcraft had a lot of servers. They had like hundreds of servers. The server is its own little world, right? When you make a character and you play World of Warcraft, you would join a server and you would play with everybody on that server. And only the people on that server. It's your own little world. So if your friends are going to come on, you tell them join this server and they'll jump on and play with you. If they join another server, you wouldn't be able to play with them. You could be in the exact same place as they are, but they're in a completely different world, a completely different server, right? What WoW started doing, because it started stressing their resources too much, having all of these players on all of these different servers, is they started combining servers. 2 or 3 servers will now be combined into one. And so you will have that happen. And now what they've gone and done is they basically combined like all the servers into like 5 or 7 or 6 of them or something like that, where you're running around now and everybody is also essentially they just have maybe about a dozen servers versus the 200 that they had before. That's kind of like what's going on with the timelines converging and all of that as well. And so the echoes and the effects and the energy is less amplified as it was before. Does that make any sense to you? Sorry, let me retry. This is a hard thought for me to continue and get out, so I'm trying not to pay attention to anything over here. To be distracted, yeah. The story about the fallen tree was amazing. Multiverse probably hard. Yeah, that is multiverse probably, but hard to wrap my mind around it. Yeah, it's these little places where I don't know. It's like anything can happen. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if I came down here one night and I saw myself, and I talked to myself and I met myself. You know, that's the kind of place this is. I wouldn't be surprised in the least. Today was a return to Ko'olau Ballroom since before the lockdown. It's had a funny vibe this morning. Interesting. I've been there for my job about a month ago. Not to the ballroom though. No, that was the other golf course. Not bad. Huh? Yeah. Ko'olau Ballroom. And the other one too, up by you still work on the other one too, up by Lanikai. Yeah. Newcack too.
Yeah, the banquet room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huge people.
Yeah. Oh, you get that trail right over there too, huh? Yeah. That's a Night Marches trail, literally right there, and it comes out in the parking lot.
Really? I didn't know that.
Likeke Falls. All the way at the end, people will pay and go hiking up Ko'olau Ballroom. They will go up the trail to the waterfalls and then to the under the Palia. You walk on a Night Marches trail. I wanted to go there one night. That would be awesome to do one live from a Night Marches trail. Huh?
You're doing your own. Yeah.
Why? There's no running. It's not a good idea to taunt or get silly with things that are beyond your comprehension yet. Yeah. It's not a good thing to taunt and stuff as well, too, you know. Oh, brah. All these comments I would miss.
I know, I came back and I looked
Ooh.
at the stuff. It's like, oh, shoot.
Brah.
Yeah, the Walaau was back.
Come back home, you are grounded. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to read through some of the comments on YouTube now. It's like two dimensions meshed together, like sometimes like two worlds happening at the same time doing their own thing. It's weird seeing that happen at times, confusing sometimes. Yep. As a psychic, that can be really just, bleh. That stuff will kill you. What stuff will kill you? Smoking? Psychedelics, absolutely. If one doesn't know what he's doing, it can be more harmful than beneficial. Yep. Mushrooms are really cool to do in the right environment. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of these things that are in the right environment with the right people would be awesome. I have a list about 10 miles long of things that I want to do, things that I am doing right now. I don't see how, adding to it. You know what I mean? Let me get through my list first. Do Ouija boards actually allow communication with those on the other side? Yes, they do. Anything would allow a communication. Ouija boards are different though. The Ouija boards bridge the connection between the other side and this side using your energy and your body as the bridge, and using your energy and your body as a tool. You're inviting something unknown that you have faith in, that it's the person you're talking to come in and use your energy and use your body. That's where the danger comes in, right? Spirit communication is easy if you learn how to quiet your mind and listen, right? Meditate. I don't even call it meditating because I don't sit down and go, oh, I just kind of close my eyes. I have to clear my mind, and then I think about one thing and the answers will come. If I want to think about a spirit, I can talk to them in my head and they talk back to me, you know. I don't see somebody, this ghostly figure walking down the road all the time, that kind of stuff, because that's not required for me to have faith, right? If I want an answer, I reach out and I have an answer, you know. My job site, people I work with, they're mad as hell. Yeah. Gotta be careful with that kind of energy, Jaden. It's like, it can rub off on you and it can make you feel like, it can numb you. I used to work at the mental hospital, the state hospital over here. And when I'd be working there overnight, I'd read my book and I'd try to come across things and try to write them down and try to brainstorm while I'm there. But while I was in the state hospital, my brain was foggy. Like, it felt heavily medicated. Forming, I mean, I was comfortable, I was drifting, I was floating, I was just chilling. But to form a coherent thought and to focus and to try and write stuff down and was a visible effort. But when I would go right outside the building to take a break, crystal clear. No grogginess, no cloudiness. It was just crystal clear. Then I go right back into the building, and it's like the medication of all of the people that I'm around is also holding me back as well. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you? As I see now all the time now, yes, timelines, dimensions, and spirit world and ours together all at once. Yep. Thank you, Aussie, and everybody for moderating. You guys are awesome. I don't even see what's going on over here. Have you ever astral projected before? I don't know. I don't think so. Even the colors are different when seeing everything comes together. Well, the colors are just a perception, right? It's just coming from us and our perception. We have someone in this group that is capable of doing that. Yeah, I've met a bunch of people that have been capable of doing that, like at will. I don't think what she does is necessarily astral traveling, though. It's more of remote viewing.
Okay.
Remote,
Again, I guess.
huh?
It's different.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remote viewing. I don't know.
bad.
No. You're right, man. This is getting me thinking now. So I know, like, astral traveling. One of the side effects of astral traveling would be when you come back into your body, your hands are red and raw, like the skin is gone. That's the first thing I ask people if they think that they're astral traveling, and that's kind of something that would stick out, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, how did you know about that? I forgot about that." That kind of thing. I don't know why that happens. I don't know how that happens. But it seems to me that astral traveling is you absolutely leaving your body to defend on its own while you travel. Remote viewing to me, and Keith and Uilani, you guys can correct me on this. Remote viewing would be more like you are still in your body and you are divining what is across. Like Uilani, you can tap into me because we're good friends, right? We have that connection. You can tap into me, you can see what's around me, and you can take a look whenever you want. But if you were to, you also know what's happening around you at the same time, right? How did you know, Matt? Yeah. So my friend that would astral travel, she, I would say, was really good at it because she'd been doing it for years. She had asked me to travel to my house to visit, if she could visit my house and see what's going on in my house. And that was kind of a way for her to prove to me that what she's doing is actually astral traveling. And I'm like, sure. She's like, okay, you need to give me your address. And I'm thinking to myself, what, Brian? You go astral travel. You cannot divine where I live. Follow my energy signature. You know what I mean? And she's like, yeah, sure. That's not how it works. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah. I don't know where the hell I'm going. I need your address so I can Google Earth it. I need to look at the path I'm going to take while I'm awake, and then I can go over that path while I'm sleeping or while I'm astral traveling. So I'll read your comment in a second, Troy. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it right now. You might delete it. I'm so glad you don't work at that place anymore. It was concerning with the energy being able to affect your well-being. There's some places that make me feel like I need to get clean before going home. I liked working there, Troy, because I felt like I made a difference. I felt like I was a lamp that was being brought into a dark room. That's why I liked working there. But on the other side, on the other hand, it did have its effects on me as well, right? So No, you're absolutely right. I didn't notice until I stopped working there. Um, Sorry. Oh yeah, astral traveling. So she came into my house one day, and now I'm thinking to myself, okay, she's gonna tell me whatever she can divine from Google Earth, right? Google Earth was like years before, so it had a picture of a car that haven't owned in years, and the setup outside was way different, and all of that stuff, right? So Google Earth, she didn't know. It wasn't an accurate representation of my house. For example, we put a fish pond in the front yard, right? So she comes back to me and she tells me that she came over, and before she could step into my yard, this big Hawaiian man greeted her and asked her what she was doing and what her business was. That would be the chief who is buried under the ground. He is a guardian of the house, the Aina, the land. He protects us. And he doesn't let anybody into the house without his permission. So she described him to me the same way we would see him when we were little. And she said that she was invited by me, and so he stepped to the side and let her go into the house and let her walk in, but he kept an eye on her the whole time. She described the layout of my house. She described where my room was, where everything is, where my bed was, where the couch is, where the TV was, how everything is set up. She was able to describe all of that to me. But she also asked me, she's like, what is that in your front yard? She's like, I don't know what that is in your front yard. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, it's right outside your door. It's this big, weirdly shapen mass of black that goes into the ground. What is that? So how she described it was, it was my preformed fish pond that I got at Home Depot. It was a fish pond with guppies in it and all of that stuff. She had no idea what that was. I'm guessing the energy, the water, or the lack of energy, she couldn't identify that because it didn't have any energy, maybe. That's kind of what the difference between astral traveling is and remote viewing. Because Uilani, you would be able to come to my house and you would see that, right? You'd also be able to see everything and how things are situated. I got a friend, Lori, who can do that, right? But it's different. She'll be able to tell you what she sees with her eyes, kind of thing. Whereas astral traveling isn't really that much with your eyes. It's more of energy. Yeah? Sounds good. With astral travel, one of your energetic bodies actually leaves a physical body. Clairvoyants, on the other hand, can see things beyond their physical sight. Yeah. Yes, can remote to see things different. Our area, our homes. Astral, I leave my body and walk around you guys. Yeah. Hey, thank you for subscribing, Jaden. Appreciate it. We do this every Friday, or we try to, Someone in this group can astral project. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of gifted people. It's amazing. Everybody can lend their own 2 cents and then their own advice and stuff like that too. Jello, where you at, bro? I've been waiting for Jello to come down. He said he was on his way an hour ago. Huh? Coming from, yeah, brother. You coming from Waianae? Oh, we should go Waianae, yeah. We should go do one live in Waianae. Over at the Kaina. Well, cool. You can't go into the cave. Zero reception in the cave, bro. Unless I can use one phone, maybe, but that's the thing. I would need to leave the phone outside the cave and tether it to that phone. Yeah. And over there, I don't like leaving a phone outside, bro. You know what I mean? 20, 30 yards, 50 yards away. Yeah, I keep seeing your name pop up, Jello. One time, I dreamt I woke up to go use the bathroom. I walked into the hallway and tried to turn on the light, but my head went through the switch. Looked back into my room and saw myself in bed asleep. Yeah, that might be astral traveling. I don't know. It's just, I mean, the possibilities are limitless, you know. It could be anything. There's no limits to what we can do and what we can't. I still like to do some experimentation. Yeah, I'm actually kind of happy. My back isn't that bad. I've been thinking of sitting on this junk chair. Peacock Flats live stream would be eerie. Bro, we get a reception over there or what at Peacock Flats? If we do, I get a 4-wheel drive truck, bro. And that's one of the places I'd love to go. You been there before, Troy? That's one campground. You gotta have one 4x4. Peacock Flats, bro. Ooh, yeah. Maybe, yeah, you know what? Should have reception because get the phone tower right there, huh? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff tonight. I'm just being potty and talking loud, so yeah. I was gonna bust out some equipment, but I'm like, when it started raining, I'm like, no, thank you. Peacock Flats would be nice. A lot of places would be nice. I'm waiting to see if the kind I like get that what's it called, satellite Wi-Fi thing, something link.
Starlink.
Huh?
Starlink.
Starlink, thank you. They're supposed to get that on the phones, yeah?
I don't know. I'm not too familiar with it, but I know.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I can go live anywhere. So part of Astral is going somewhere. So part of Astral going somewhere on possibly seeing yourself in a situation. You see, I would love to. I've also thought about that too, right? Well, yeah. If you can astral travel, you can see yourself, right? Oh, Cheryl, hold on. I'm trying to understand what you asked. So, it's part of Astral. I'm guessing it's part of astral travel, going somewhere, possibly seeing yourself in a situation. Astral travel, you stay on this timeline. You don't go into the future. You don't go into the past. So I don't think so. The only time you would see yourself in a situation would be if you're watching your own body in the situation as you're astral traveling. In a couple of months, I'll be going to Kalaupapa. It will be fun. Let you guys know how it goes. Oh, brah, for real. I like calm. Yeah. Went up from Waianae side and could see the airfield. Very cool. T-Mobile and Starlink. I got T-Mobile. I don't want Starlink. I can't afford one brand new phone, bro. I get too much stuff already. I get too many devices already. I know. I'm gonna check with T-Mobile. If not, I might consider just getting Starlink directly. What the fuck? Sorry. I guess my light just died. That's kind of scared the crap out of me. Okay, I got a flashlight in my hand. I'm good. I tried to see myself, but only see the present time, not into the future. Actually, yeah. Bruh, I can even see the fog over here. Look at that. Yeah. Hey, girls get hiccups too. How's it? Call out Papa, that's awesome. On my to-do list. Let me think of a story. I'm gonna, I kind of want to see what's going around, what's happening around us. Oh, Looks like Starlink is $80 a month. Yeah, I would pay that. Guarantee. What was it? T. Back in October, when sharing one story about Kalaupapa. That was one awesome story. See, that as well too is fascinating to me. I'll bring up that story again as I can remember it. He went to Kalaupapa and he went fishing. See if I can remember the story. I'm not gonna do it justice. I mean, I'm not gonna do it justice, but and then he went through the story. So you guys gotta check the October lives with brother T, who was inside the room with Guy and T and all that. So he went to Kalaupapa and he went fishing over there. And the first night he went fishing, he found this. What's it called? It's like it was like a dock, but made out of rocks, and it went out into the ocean like 20 or 30 yards, maybe a little bit more, maybe less. But it was this big rock outcropping that was built to as like a little dock. So he went over there, went fishing, and it was a real good fishing spot. The next day he went back to go fishing at that spot, and it wasn't there. Like the whole thing was not there. And he asked people about, like, oh, where did the stuff go? What happened to it? You know, it was like this big, like 20-yard, big pile of rocks, if I can remember correctly. It's kind of hard to for that to disappear, you know. And nobody remembered seeing it at all. Nobody saw it. Nobody had ever seen it before. But he was out there fishing on it, and the fishing was good. So it's kind of like that, talking about maybe timelines. Maybe he was in a different timeline. Talking in the dark gets real when you suddenly see glowing eyes. Then realize it's a reflection of the eyes of an owl. Woohoo, yeah. I didn't mean to make an owl noise, but yeah. Do y'all have those really big coconut crabs or whatever they're called out there? I have never seen coconut crabs. Yeah, that's more what? Micronesia? Samoa? I've always wanted to visit Ni'ihau, yeah. Where are we tonight? We are at Judd, down by the waterfall. Let's try go dark. Let's try go like my friend and just do one talk in the dark. See if we can hear anything. So my great grandma is from Ni'ihau. I'd love to visit any island, to be honest with you. Hell, I love to visit new places on Oahu.
We don't need to go dark to hear stuff. I've been hearing it all night.
Huh?
I said, we don't need to go dark to hear stuff. I've been hearing it all night.
Well, let's see if they come closer. What have you been hearing?
Strange activity.
Like rustling, voices, what?
Walking around.
Walking around?
Yeah. Like when I went back up to the car.
Yeah.
Oh wow, something's in the trail.
Oh, dude, when I went back to grab my umbrella, yeah.
That was creepy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, bruh. I kept looking in the bush like somebody was walking in the bush alongside me. I was like,
Yeah.
wow.
I had my
hair was
flashlight and I'm like,
standing. I was like, dude, I wasn't just creepy walking down. What's
dude,
going on?
it hit me that I don't have my phones at all on me. All I could do is scream.
Yeah, so there's that, and it's kind of like, I almost want to say it, like I hear, you know, somebody playing their stereo loud,
Yeah.
but they're like at a far distance.
Yeah.
It's like we're sitting here, and like I don't hear it anymore, but earlier, like it sounded like I could hear a stereo playing from the distance. That's kind of why I walked up there too.
Oh, okay.
Just so I wanted to kill two birds with one stone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wanted to check too, but it was weird. Kind of when I went outside of the waterfall part, I couldn't hear it anymore. It's gone, but down here, I can hear it. Okay. But yeah, I just feel a lot of movement around that. I don't know how to describe it. like I said, it's just more so like movement. Like the area's not still or quiet. Like, still there's just kind of a lot of activity around us. I don't know what is around us. I don't feel scared or anything or worried.
I'm hearing, it's not noises, but I'm hearing, no, I don't know how to describe it.
Neither. I don't know how to
It's like
describe
I'm
it.
feeling hearing. It's my senses are not making sense right now. Suzette, aloha, how's it?
Yeah, that's actually kind of a good way to describe it though. Like, I feel it more than I hear it.
Yeah.
I think like, well, I hear it through my feelings.
Yeah. It's like I hear it through, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, how tall do you weigh, you know? Are y'all allowed to hike up any of the volcanoes that y'all have? Of course, just not really the active ones while it's active. We get plenty extinct volcanoes over here, huh? I live in an extinct volcano. I was thinking, you ever been to the Friendship Garden? Kanioy.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Melody was over there hiking.
Oh yeah?
Might go do that hike one time at nighttime. Do one live from up there.
Back when I was younger, we used to go up there all the time.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times with my kids, but I don't think Michael. I've never been up there with Michael yet.
Yeah, we used to do a lot of things up there.
It's not that much of a hike either.
And like French kissing in the USA. That kind of, yeah. One two times.
Yeah, volcano. Oh, light. Ugh, ouch. Yeah, but it is weird. It's like I can feel noises. There you go. That's gelatin. Yep, that's gelatin.
Yeah, it's almost like I keep sensing somebody walk down this hill part. They do like
I feel
look
stuff.
to my left.
Yeah,
Many times.
yeah. I feel stuff on the other side to the right.
You right there? That's where I heard the moaning when I first got it.
That's where you hear the moaning.
Yeah.
Ooh, feel that breeze.
Yeah, when you come down the initial entrance trail,
Let me ask you a question. Has there been breeze like that tonight?
like what?
You felt that breeze?
Yeah. So I was just about to tell you that. So like when you come down the
Yeah.
entrance of the trail and you get to that first flat landing,
Yeah.
so you can feel it like the air turns like way colder,
Yeah.
and it's almost like a breeze. Like it definitely caught my attention. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah. How does one hone their psychic abilities? So I can tell you what I do. Learn to quiet your mind. So I used to do the ghost tours, which meant that there would be two of us, two vans. We would alternate. Sometimes I'd be at the Pali Lookout, this big parking lot by myself with two vans, no lights in the mountains in the pitch black, on a battlefield. You know, as the other guide would take the group and they'd walk in and do the stories and all that, I'd be stuck by myself. I would notice, you know, first couple weeks, yeah, I scared. I stayed looking all around, you know, but I would focus on something else. Like back then it was solitaire because we never had the kind apps on the phones yet. This was 2008. So I'm sitting on my phone playing solitaire, concentrating on that. I'm not thinking about the fact that this is a haunted area and all of that. My mind is calm, my body is calm, my heart rate is calm. And from there, I notice things come to me when I'm not focusing on it. Like, oh, the group is back already. You know, okay, well, let's end the game and help them back into the car. And then I look up and nobody's there. I'm like, what the hell? I swear to God, the people just came back. There are people that came walking up. And then I hear footsteps walking away from me, you know. And with my flashlight on, there's nobody there. Don't put the thoughts in your mind. Let them come. Learn to listen, yeah. Learn to calm your mind down. Learn to listen. Another thing I learned to do, and it's kind of here and there though, Like I learned to differentiate truth from fake, fact from fake. The way I did that was the movie Liar Liar. Jim Carrey looks at a pen, a red pen, and tries to call it blue. And he can't lie, right? So he keeps trying to call it blue. And he's looking at the red pen saying this pen is blue, or vice versa, or whatever. And he cannot, because he cannot lie. But if you were to look at a red pen and you were to call it blue, convince yourself that it's blue as best that you can. Try and trick your mind. You will feel in your na'au, in your chest, you will feel the lie. Isolate that feeling, learn that feeling, pay attention to that feeling. Then try it on different things. Look at your red pen, try to call it blue. Then look at your red pen and call it red. And learn that feeling. Then you're sitting down in the dark and say, there are ghosts around me. And pay attention to what feeling comes in. Right? That kind of thing. That's kind of how I would do it. But as I said, it's kind of here and there because the ghosts over here, they like to mess around. Huh? I'd be at the poly lookout and I'd be like, I'm still learning how to use my gift and all that, and I'd be like, okay, wait, there's no ghosts around me. And then all the ghosts would run around me. You know what I mean? And so I just keep getting both stuff. Oh, what's going on over here? Night marches. Just giving a whole procession of people.
I never brought chairs too. I made one mistake.
I never bring chairs either.
Hey, what?
Yeah, brother. I got you. Who's with you?
Zyron, his girlfriend Lonnie, and Zyron's stepson, or Lonnie's son.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the young boy, he's trying to learn. We're trying to keep him in touch with his kikuna.
Oh,
So,
cool.
what good way to at least let him feel the spirits of
Yeah. Just come down, sit down, hang out. There was a lot of things that have been going on around here.
that.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Oh,
hello.
Oh, you're in Team Shave, man. It's like me.
Yeah, you see my
It's a
mustache,
fine-
bro.
it's a fine-
Oh, yeah, the mustache, too.
Yeah.
Shit.
Joe, he keep fresh. That's why.
Bruh.
He change them up.
No, I wanted
Change
to
them
eat,
up.
I wanted to eat spaghetti, that's why, bro. Frick, I tired of eating and having my mustache get in the way.
Oh, shit. I know. Especially me. I like noodles, too.
Yeah, I'm like, bro.
I like my Simons and shit, too.
I drink coffee, bro. I gotta wipe my mustache after every sip. Either that or I drink with one straw.
As soon as come back and feel, it's like, oh,
Yeah,
man.
hey, give me a month, bro. I'm back for a while. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm not even concerned. Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys didn't even see. I won't shave my mustache. I'm going with the OG look.
The old look.
The old
That's
goatee look.
Matt's chair.
Huh?
No, that's Matt's chair. Yeah.
Where'd Matt go?
He went to go shishi.
Oh, okay.
To come back.
Man, that's what we're doing.
Oh, so that's how you're doing it. Where was on
You gonna learn a little bit tonight
Hey,
about
that's what's yeah, 18.
about a little bit
YouTube,
of
Facebook,
both.
Facebook, YouTube. Yeah.
gonna learn a little bit
like
of
cousin family at the group over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Uncle Joe. Hi, Don.
Hey,
My son, Chanson.
how's it?
And then we met the last time.
Yeah, and
Are you
Facebook, YouTube, just want
long
to
again?
shoot the shot.
Yeah, good to see you.
Kind of neglect the other one. I walk in front, like, boom, bang. Is it okay if you get a light in?
Yeah. Go spark up.
You guys okay with that?
I'm okay, bro.
I just want to make sure the coupon is on there. Okay with it.
That
Oh,
you
you-
okay to
you asked-
lean against or sit on?
You ask them around here.
Yeah, the fork
Yeah.
is okay to lean or sit on if you guys like.
It's a good way to just communicate your intentions and your thoughts. Only pilikia, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Chance, when your Uncle Matt comes, you gotta get out of the chair, yeah.
Yeah.
No, when
Oh,
your Uncle
Bombay,
Matt
Bombay,
comes.
you sit in your lap.
Sitting there like you own the chair.
I was telling him to sit down for now. You come back so I know what he's saying.
Oh,
If
yeah.
not, I'm like,
Yeah.
You start wandering in the top.
yeah.
I was like, how you wandering in the top?
I think your Uncle Matt's still coming back right. I see it like.
I give my backpack chair, bro.
I know. That's the one you can bring over to Big Island too, yeah.
Yeah. I like go back, bro.
One of these days, Bule. One of these days.
Soon.
Soon,
Like,
you're gonna go soon.
well, like I going the Kaina in May. Like the first week of May, I go into the Kaina.
Oh, okay. Yeah, run them. Fucking,
Illinois.
I'm not gonna be here first week of May though.
Illinois, but then I go come
Oh, you're
back.
going to Illinois? Oh, okay, never mind. Then. I'm gonna be in the Continental too.
For real?
Yeah. Me and my wife can take a vacation out there.
Oh, okay. I was thinking I like go take a couple days off,
Uh,
and then after my son graduate, take a couple days after that, go drive to Iowa.
oh, okay. Oh,
Get
that's a road trip, Bula.
Oh yeah, I know. Get the get that murder house, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The axe murder, Valeska. Get a whole bunch of places I like go.
Oh, hell yeah.
Maybe I'll have to plan that a little bit better. Maybe a couple months, you know.
Nah, it's all... Oh, you in here, man.
Yeah, I turn up the volume when I can hear your stories, but
Yeah.
no.
But you just hear us talking.
Oh, let's go.
Careful. Careful.
Where are they going?
Then let's go take a look at the waterfall.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go. I'll go take a look too. I wanted to set up at the waterfall, but the only problem was too loud over there, yeah? The waterfall drowned me out. Gotta go on one day where no more that much water.
You can hear the water from the
Yeah. That is really deep, you know. Like I had one big long pole and I would stick them in and it didn't even hit the bottom.
There's not one thing called Jackass River, yeah, the one
No, Jackass Ginger's down.
Oh, more down.
More down the river. That takes a little bit of a hike to go to.
Yeah.
Unless you're a rich person that lives over there, then it's in your backyard. Huh?
Can I drink that? I heard that plain water is good.
I wouldn't drink it.
There's also an animal that
Yeah. It's called leptospirosis, bro. I wouldn't drink the water unless you boil them first. Especially from there, that's more stagnant, yeah? You drink the water here, bro, you'll get diarrhea. I promise. That will be the best thing that could happen to you.
I'm following my Boy Scout rules. They're not number one.
Yeah. But yeah, I like this. This is nice. I wanted to set up over here, but nothing here, nothing, huh?
Oh, what the hell did I touch?
I'm not touching anything, bro. Just for that reason exactly. I don't like to touch anything. So over here, we've had some stuff happen. A lot of stuff happen, actually. People hear screams of a woman coming out of here, specifically in the waterfall area. I don't know why. There's supposedly a murder over here. Mr. Kapanui, the greatest storyteller in Hawaii and the best ghost tour in the nation, he will tell the story that I don't know of, but yeah. Well, I didn't research it. This guy, he does all this stuff. Me, I just go to haunted places, but I know from experience that a lot of people have heard screaming coming from here. I came down here one night on the tour, and there was a little white thing, a little tiny thing on the other side of the bank, right over there.
What is the likelihood that was not like a hair or something?
Huh?
What was the likelihood that was not a hair?
It was not a hair?
Yeah, like rabbit.
Oh no. It was a little person. It was probably about a foot or two tall.
Okay.
And it was just white like a ghost, but it had like, I'll show you a picture of it later because I got my two phones here which I was going to pull it out on, but I can't because I'm on live on both of them. It's like a little stick man. It came running across, it jumped across the rocks. It was hiding behind the tree, and we were standing back here, me and a few other people, and we invited it to come out. The moon was out, and the whole area shone. I turned the light off, and you could see it jumping from rock to rock to rock to rock, and it came right around here, and it hid behind the rocks, and it peeked out at us. There's a movie, a Japanese anime movie from the 90s called Princess Mononoke. Princess Mononoke. It's one of the kodamas, or Japanese tree spirits. That's what it looked like to me.
I see.
That's exactly what it looked like to me. It came out, it looked at us for a little while, and then it disappeared. But we watched it jump across the rocks. That was awesome, you know. Mo'o just asked, why so loud? Who's that? Is someone jumping around? Yep. We get Mo'o over here.
Oh, I love Mo'o.
Spirit Mo'o. Mo'o Wahine, lizard person? Lizard lady? They're more of deities, gods, spirits, that kind of stuff. Yeah. She like, no, how come you making all kind of noise?
I mean, as soon as I did come in, I said, hey, there's a boogeyman here. Come out right now.
Well, right? Oh, you know what? You still got to be scared a little bit, huh?
I try to not be scared of anything.
Yeah, I know. It's easy to be scared when nothing happens, I'll tell you. But you learn and grow a lot more when something does happen. And if you can conquer your fear. No worry, you're in good company.
I have a rock.
You have a rock? Why do you have a rock?
It just appeared in my hand.
It just appeared in your hand?
Yeah.
It's wet. Oh no. Oh no.
Wow.
You're gonna learn tonight, Dada.
Who knows? I could be attracting the spirits by creating noise.
Uh-huh.
And they could be investigating that noise, meaning I'm helping you.
I'm not here looking for them. I've been here enough where I know they're here. They're all around me, and I can feel them and I can hear them.
Feel them.
Oh yeah, 100%. They don't have anything to say. They're just chilling. It's like somebody gonna come into your house. You're not gonna sit down and talk. You're just gonna keep doing your thing, and they're gonna keep doing their thing, right? But hey, so let's set the rules.
Ground rules. Got it. Pun intended.
You can touch this person over here next to me.
What?
Yeah?
Are you talking to me, the ghost?
The ghost.
Oh, God.
But that's all. And when we leave, you cannot follow, yeah? No more throwing rocks, okay? Because these spirits, they're not just booga booga ghosts, okay? Are you Hawaiian, huh?
Yeah.
They're our kupuna, they're our ancestors, yeah? They're your grandma, your grandpa, your uncles, your aunties. They're sitting down like, you should know better. They're still all around us. That's why I'm not scared when I come out. I'll come out here by myself. Even with stuff that happens, it's not that scary. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna say boo? You know? It's nice to be around your ancestors. Yeah.
I was stuck on the wall. It's kind of nice. Honestly, if I wanted to, I'd probably sleep on that rock right now.
Huh? I wouldn't. Let's try to see if I can do this.
You Christian?
Huh?
You Christian?
Yep, Roman Catholic.
Me too. Christian.
There you go. I can zoom in. It looks a little better on Facebook when I zoom in. Otherwise, it's just dark. See?
I heard something like a squid.
Yeah.
Coming home again.
It just looks way better on YouTube. Oh no. Repeat after me. A kalamai
They call them my
iau.
iau.
You know what that is, huh?
You come to learn.
Huh?
You come to learn.
No. A kalamai iau is, I'm sorry, excuse me. You threw the rock and something is not very happy about it. Anyway, that's what my psychic friend on the other line is telling me over here. So yeah, I mean, you like push the envelope, you're more than welcome to push the envelope, but I like to respect my kupuna. Because then I can come back here, yeah? If you disrespect them, you cannot come back here. This is their house. Okay, Uilani, hey, send me a text if you feel that you need to, yeah? Thank you. Okay, we're gonna head back. We'll go back to the group. Yeah. Safe. Yeah, shake you. You guys watching the live?
Oh shit, no.
You guys heard that whole thing?
Scrolling through. What happened?
ASWR. Yeah, this is Hawaii. Yeah, read some on the YouTube, bro.
Huh?
Huh?
I feel like
So-
I just twisted my ankle.
What's up? Oh, what happened? Mo'o just what?
Making all kind of noise. That was our friend.
Huh?
He threw a rock into the water.
Who?
The guy was
Oh
like, yeah. And the mo'o not too happy.
No shit.
Uh-huh. So,
Wait, he threw a rock in the water?
we'll see. I just said you can touch him, but that's it.
Wait. Did you warn him?
Huh?
Did you warn him?
Uh-huh. He's just laughing. So, it's fine. I mean, I'm not like, no,
Oh, yeah.
no,
Oh,
do
yeah.
nothing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
No, I know what
sometimes
you're saying.
people need a little shove. You know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh yeah.
But it's not up to me. Yeah, this is Hawaii. We get all these ghosts. They're our ancestors, yeah? So you're talking to your ancestors. I just joined, yeah? We go over here. This was a place over here where this was a big battle in the 1790s. A lot of people died on the ground that we're walking on, but this area did not look like this, yeah? Uh-huh. One of them is. This is not family land. This is just you Hawaiian, you know what I mean? These are my ancestors, because all the Hawaiians are kupuna. Ancestors. Grandma, grandpa, elders. You treat them all alike, yeah? No matter what island you come from, you see one elder, you treat them with respect, huh? That's just kind of how you do it. So wherever we go, your kupuna, the spirits, are here. And we come over here to keep them company, talk story, learn, that kind of stuff, you know. Let them know that they're not forgotten. And they love to hear ghost stories as well. And that's kind of why I started coming here to tell stories. Yeah, no worry. No worry, beef curry, you fine. I don't see ghost hunting as, oh, what is that over there, bro? Oh, I think I see one shadow. Look at that. No, not like that, bro. I mean, if it's a shadow, I'm like, hey, I think that's one guy over there, one ghost looking at us.
But I think I should be recording because I'm wearing all black. The ghost can't see me.
But you think the ghosts have eyes?
I mean, technically, you don't.
Hey, you like how people come into the pitch black where you cannot see nothing to see something that's invisible.
I just disappear within the tree line, just go, start, home and say something, go, oh, got my shoe. Disappear into the bush.
Oh, it's gonna be an interesting night. But yeah, this place has a lot of mana, a lot of land, a lot of ancestors, and that's kind of like why I like to come here. You know, it's cool, it's nice. It's a nice place to gather, to get around, just to gather. And I'm glad a bunch of other people joined us tonight as well. So it's good energy, yeah. Was that battle between different tribes or outsiders? That battle was between the island of the Big Island, led by Kamehameha the Great, and Oahu, led by Kalani Kupuli. So two different islands were battling over supremacy of this island of Oahu. So this is how Kamehameha conquered the island, yeah? I guess you can say tribes, but we never really call it tribes, huh?
Kibala on Kamehameha the Great, right?
No, Kivala'o I think had passed already.
No, because Kibala was Kamehameha the Great cousin.
So was Kalani Kupuli. All the Ali'i were related, yeah? I think Kalani Kupuli's father was Kahikili, right?
Yep.
So Kahikili was the chief of Oahu. And he had two sons that when he died, he gave the island to two of his sons. And Kalani Kupuli turned against his other brother and got this whole island and pieces of Maui. And so when Kamehameha conquered the Big Island, or was battling on the Big Island, Kalani Kupuli was slowly conquering Kamehameha sections on Maui. So after the Big Island was won, Kamehameha came back to conquer his place, came back to conquer his land on Maui, and ended up conquering the whole island. And then this is how I understand it, anyways. He chased Kalani Kupuli from island to island to island because this is the guy that they had to defeat, and then he kept running away. And he didn't really mean to conquer all the islands, but in his quest for Kalani Kupuli is how he conquered all the islands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Except Kauai, which was never conquered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure. Did Kalani Kupuli run away to Kauai?
No.
No, yeah. He was trying to, but he got caught.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a lot of different histories depending on who you ask. You know.
I mean, I'm asking for school.
Yeah, well, the only information we have is oral. It's all word of mouth because nothing was written yet. And so it depends on who you're asking. They'll tell you their different story. Yeah. The story that they passed down might be different. And then I've been scolded because the stories that had happened, people are scolded because they said you shouldn't be telling that.
Wait, which ones?
Anything. There was that.
Wait, what did they say?
So there was that book I bought about the Battle of the Pali, written by a U.S. general or something like that, an army. And so he described how the Battle of the Pali happened. He showed pictures of where these fortifications, these heiau, were, that the army of each side took fortifications and battled and all of that, where the cannons were strapped and step by step up the mountain.
Yeah.
We were up here filming with Travel Channel. Had the DLNR lady over there. So I was talking story with her after. I was done with my filming part. I was just talking story. I told her, oh yeah, there's this book, and I showed her the book. And she was like, oh, wait, it's so pilau. I'm like, what do you mean pilau? This is interesting. She's like, this is our mana. You cannot give our mana to everybody. This is our mana. This knowledge, this mana'o is our mana. It is our energy. And if we're sharing this with everybody, then there's no mana anymore.
Yeah, but then the mana would die off if the story's not told.
Yep. Still,
So
if
in
everybody
some sense.
if everybody has access to that
Yeah.
mana, then it's not mana.
Yeah, but in some sense, it makes sense, but at the same time,
Yeah.
it's kind of to a point of how do we share this if we don't share it in the first place?
No, so the Hawaiians, I noticed as a Hawaiian, Hawaiians are very secretive.
Oh yeah, of course.
Even the kahuna. The kahuna, if I was the kahuna and you wanted to train under me,
Yeah.
I would not teach you my craft. I would let you learn your own way.
Oh yeah.
That's how it works.
Oh yeah.
You're like, oh, but I like to be as good as you. I'm like, then you got to go through the same things as me.
Yeah.
What I know is my mana. It's sacred to me. I'm not sharing it with you because you never earned it. You got to earn your own,
Right.
right? But I don't really believe in that either. I believe in free sharing of information
Oh yeah.
so that everybody can learn,
Right.
right? But that's how the Hawaiian way is a lot of the time. This is in Nu'uanu Valley. This is a mountain forest, Judd Trail, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. This is where the battle of Kamehameha and Kalani'Kupuli, well, this is where the army of Oahu stood and held the ground as the army of Kamehameha came up the Nu'uanu Valley, as they were trapped in the valley with their fate that awaited them a few miles inward at the Pali, Hawaiian for a cliff or precipice. The army of Oahu was pushed over the cliff and fell down to their death, those that did not give up. But over here was the heaviest of the fighting, because by the time they reached the Pali, they had already known that the only fate that awaited them was death. So over here, it's a hiking trail that'll take you to the other side of the ridge, and this is where they fought to hold it. Some people say they did that so that the commoners, the maka'ainana, the common people, the elderly, the children, the people who weren't fighting, so they could escape the valley as Kamehameha's rampage went all the way up. Yeah, they were afraid that he was going to kill the commoners and the maka'ainana. And so they held this line so they could escape over the valley, and they paid for it with their lives. Unfortunately, what they didn't know was that Kamehameha had known about this trail, and he had sent his elite force over this trail from the opposite direction. So I'm not too sure what happened. Either way, a lot of people died in the area that we're standing at, which never used to be green and forested like this. It used to be just sandalwood trees everywhere. Until I believe it was Kalakaua, I want to say, I don't know for certain. I've never found the documentations, but I have found signs that suggest that the waterfall at the Pali was redirected to this side of the island, from the other side of the island to the other. And that this is now a result of that waterfall, instead of going to the windward side, now going to the leeward side. History lesson. But yeah, at that, guys, we are going to call it so I can stop talking and listen. As interesting as this may be, yeah? You guys all still awake? Mahalo for liking, sharing, subscribing, blah, 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 all that stuff. Mahalo. I have a Patreon. You guys are more than welcome to check it out. I need to do more with it, but I'm just coming back from being injured. I have a lot of good plans for it.
Oh my god.
Bro, freaking face behind me, you guys. I'm like, what the hell is that, bro?
No, not again. Come on. Because I thought I saw something over there, so I'm like continuing looking.
Yeah, I'm like this. Ooh, yo, scary face. Oh, you're too scary face. Look.
Stop blinding me.
Bro, you don't need to see nothing anyway, bro. It's pitch black. No need your
I
eyeballs.
literally thought I saw like a white glimmer right there on it.
A what?
A white glimmer, like a
Freaking
small white
stupid,
glimmer.
bro. Right. But yeah, anyway, guys, mahalo for tuning in. Why are you still behind me, baboose? Whoop. See you later.
Tell him to stop. No, donate him on Patreon or something. Cancel him.
Yeah, I still got to get shirts and stuff together. So thanks for your patience, guys. Sorry. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll check you guys out later. Follow, subscribe, bell, all of that stuff on YouTube, Facebook. Yeah, as I said, I like to go live more often, like surprise lives, but we'll see. Yeah. Take care, you guys. Aloha. Okay. Have a good one.